Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
How are
salam.
you?
I'm fine. कैसी हैं?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
We've met before. Shizza.
Shizza.
हाँ जी. I think we did the Badi Eid wala show together.
All right.
I think cast. I'll take you to the studio in a bit. So we just have this thing of Welcome back to another episode of Chatroom with Shizza. I'm going to keep the intro really short today because I just want to get into the discussion over here. Let me just paint a picture for you guys. If freedom was a bike and if passion was a person, this duo would be it. Ladies and gentlemen, today I have with me in the chat room with Shizza, Guliafshan Tariq. Hi Guliafshan, the biker lady from Pakistan. Welcome to the chat room with Shizza. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you.
It's so good to have you over here. For all of those people who don't know, Guliafshan Tariq happens to be a biker, of course, who has traveled all across Pakistan, solo rides and also with a group. But the very interesting part over here is that right now she is in the middle of a world tour on her bike. And her being in Pakistan is actually a part of the tour. This is the first leg. This was just a background of the world tour. I want to get into so many things, to be honest. Like there's so many. First of all, congratulations on being one of the only Pakistani women to do the international tour on a bike. I want you to begin with what you're doing in Pakistan right now. Why are you not traveling?
So I actually finished my first travel, like leg one, which I started from Manchester, and I reached safely to Pakistan. Initial plan was to finish it in Lahore, but after the big reception from the local people of Pakistan, the women bikers, I'm traveling to rest part of the Pakistan, like big cities, and also I'm going to go to my hometown Sargodha. So that's why I'm just waiting a little bit and also observing the situation globally so that I can resume my travel.
Right. So I'm going to take you back to 2025, just a few months back, where you actually planned, okay, I need to do a world tour. How did the idea come about? Who planned it? Are you the only one doing it? How many people are in your team? I want to know all of it.
So I'm the only one person. I have a daughter, 3.5 years old, and my husband. But last year, actually, my motorbike got stolen in UK, where I live nowadays. And after my motorbike got stolen, I was like, something is missing in my life. So that was pitching me like, I need to get another bike. I need to do world tour because it was my dream. But I didn't know when I'm going to do it. So I bought another bike, the similar bike, last year. And also a couple of women from Pakistan contacted me last year, like they want to travel outside of Pakistan, but they don't have any guidance. Like no woman actually ever did it. So they don't know, for example, where they're going to stay, what they're going to eat, how safe is it. So I planned that I'm going to do it now. I'm not going to wait for later. So in October 2025, I started my world tour from NC 500. It's called North Coast of 500 miles in Scotland. And for a couple of months, I travel across United Kingdom. And in 11th of March, I left from Manchester, and on 14th of March, I left UK and entered France.
And also, like, just to understand a bit, so if I'm trying to locate your route for the first leg now that you're in Pakistan, you must have crossed through the Middle East or Iran, did you?
So there was an issue. On the way coming from Bulgaria to Turkey, I was near the border with Iran. So there is 3 border from where you can enter from Turkey. And I was on the south end border where you can see Syria, Iraq, and in front of me was Iran. So I was trying to cross that. I stayed there for a couple of days, moving slowly, watching the news. But the last night when I decided to turn back, there was a lot of fighting happening outside of my hotel. So the local Kurdish people, there was a big protest, and I was the only traveler with a UK registered motorbike alone. So the officials told me it's not safe for you to travel further. I was very close to the border. There was other problem as well. Like if I able to cross, there will be no internet. I don't know where I will be going. All the connection within the Iran was disappear. So there was so many things to think about. And then I have to make that decision to turn back from that point. And then I went all the way back to Bulgaria because it was a UK registered bike and I was unable to travel and leave it in Turkey. So I went to Bulgaria, parked my bike there, then come to Karachi, get another bike and finish my journey. So Iran is missed. There was no other way I can come to Pakistan due to the war by road, but with the promise that as the situation will calm down, I need to go back to Bulgaria, get my bike. Her name is Nikki. Nikki
Yes, I
means
was going to ask Nikki. Okay.
her name is Nikki. I named her that. So I'm missing her a lot. So hopefully
Nikki and
very soon.
Afshan against the world.
Yes, yes. So I named her in Greece, where I saw, because I'm from Sargoda and I'm a big fan of Alexander the Great.
Okay.
So he traveled from the same route from where I was coming. And in Greece, I named her Nikki, which means victory in Greek language. And I'm going to travel to now Sargoda and that place as well, where the horse of Alexander was died and buried. So that was the whole route which I took. And that's why I went other way around from the normal route, which normally travelers take.
But okay, I want to come to Nikki. So when did your journey with Nikki start? Like, when was it that you realized that, okay, you know what, I'm into biking and I want to be a biker?
Oh, right. Okay. So it was back in years. It's like around 2015, 2016 when I started riding in Pakistan. I explored Pakistan, Middle East, and not like this big journey. But last year in October, when I got Nikki, that was the idea that I'm going to do it. And it took me 5 months to plan for leg one, because I need to think a lot about like what type of camping stuff I'm going to take, the puncture repair kit, first aid kit, all that stuff. I was actually weighting my luggage as well, like t-shirts, trousers and everything, and making sure I have very less luggage and, travel smoothly. And I selected this specific motorbike for this journey. That was another challenge, like which motorbike I'm going to take for this journey. So there was a lot of issues because I was traveling on Pakistani passport. So for Pakistani passport, to enter Iran and Pakistan especially, you need to get a carnet, which is like a visa for your motorbike.
Right. Sorry to cut you off, but
Yeah.
you do also have a British passport.
Yes,
But you decided to travel on a Pakistani one.
correct.
Why so?
Because there is no guideline for women in Pakistan to travel, like what type of visa they're going to take, how they're going to apply for carnet on Pakistani passport, because they think it's impossible. But I told them it's not impossible. It just needs a lot of planning. Like, for example, how you're going to get international driving permit. I applied for Schengen visa like months ago. I applied for Iran visa way ahead, and also for Turkey. So that's all I'm now guiding and creating like blogs and creating videos for them, so they all can follow and use the same footstep to leave Pakistan and travel.
Interesting. Like I said, I think this one you really are dedicating to the women of Pakistan so they can feel empowered. I'm going to attach a video of how Afshan was actually received in Karachi by the biker community and the tourism department. Also, take a look and then we will come back and continue the discussion. I know, absolutely inspiring and amazing. My question is, you yourself belong to Sargodha. Your in-laws are from Swat.
Correct.
If we have to, spell it out, both happened amazing, amazing cities and towns, beautiful, of course, but somehow conventional in a way that, it's not normal for families to let their daughters be bikers. Was there a challenge you had to face?
A lot of challenge.
Really? I want
was
to
the
talk
rebel.
about it.
I was the rebel one, I think, because since I was born, it was perception that women cannot do this, they cannot do this. The education was a privilege that I got better education being a woman as well, but to get into adventure sports and motorbike, that was a big no. So I fight a lot. Still I am fighting, to convince, but I think I'm at that point that I just give up, that nobody gonna be happy, so I need to live my life and also to inspire. I just look forward to my daughter and to the rest women in Pakistan to see up me, that if she is doing, we can do it from a small village, for example, in Balochistan or Sindh. So I just thought I should be doing it because I have that courage and I have those resources now. So why not?
But
So
does support matter? Like, do you think you would be able to do it if you did not have the support of, let's say, your husband or anyone who supported you in that journey?
correct. So now I have a daughter. I think without my husband, I was unable to do this journey because she's just 3.5 years old, and this was first time that I left her with him in Pakistan.
Oh,
And when they came here, she got a fracture as well in her arm.
oh my God,
So it
sorry.
was very emotional for me as well to leave alone, thinking about her. It was physical challenges but emotional challenges as well, but thanks to him that he supported me. I'm very blessed and lucky to have him.
Is
But
he also an adventurer?
he is.
Okay.
He is also a rebel in his family. So yes, he is.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, I was following your journey, so I did see that while you were preparing to come on the bike, I think your husband and daughter already came by air to Pakistan
Yes.
to receive you ahead of it. Brilliant. But Afsha, I want to talk about you yourself started a movement. Yes, you've been doing this journey for quite a few years, but then you made it the purpose of your life, your mission. I want to talk about it. What have you named your mission, and what are you doing about it?
So I think a lot, like, because I'm writing and I'm inspiring, why not to have a proper cause and have a global movement where which like global women bikers can join. So I named it Wheels for Freedom. So my motorbike, my Nike, is my freedom, and this is freedom for all the women to ride motorbike, or if they want to choose their career or want to do anything in their life. So this is the freedom for them, and I'm also writing a book on this. So
Oh,
throughout this journey, this is gonna be a big thing for women in Pakistan and globally. And all the way, I thought when I was leaving UK, just 2 nights was booked with a family. I didn't know like where I will be staying, but I am shocked throughout the way. All the women bikers hosted me,
wow.
and I just pay for 3 nights, three hotel nights throughout up till now,
And it's
throughout my
been a
journey.
few weeks.
Yes, 36 days.
36 days. Okay. Also wanted to get to that. So while you're traveling, so what happens is if you're a travelogue or if you're just a traveler and you're by road with your car or by air, then it is somehow better managed in a way that you've already booked your hotels or you already know where you want to go. What happens when you're with a bike? Are you just finding your way while you go with it, or do you have pre-planned everything?
So I didn't pre-plan anything. I just planned that I will be crossing these countries. I thought a lot about like where should I go, what should I see, but then I think no, it's a lot of hassle to think, and adventure is real where you go and explore and find things and find people. I was like going finding women bikers. Like I went from Greece to Bulgaria 600 kilometer extra just to find one woman biker.
Oh.
So my mission was different. It was not just traveling or making vlogs or stuff. I was actually finding the women who are empowered in their small villages, like local women. Like when I reach Pakistan, I'm spending a lot of time with local women bikers. I'm trying to find them, like where are they? Come and meet me, so I can see them, how they are living, how they become a woman biker, and then share my journey as well, so that they can travel abroad.
And can I just say something while talking to you? I don't sense any fear or like, I don't feel like you're scared of anything. And to be honest, if I were to think about it, I would be so scared to even think, first of all, solo travel, regardless of the fact that it's on a bike or a car or whatever,
Yes.
solo travel, first of all.
Yes.
Unknown countries, unknown culture, people, but you went into it, like so courageous. I want to know what it was like in the new area. Was there any point where you were like, you know what, this was a mistake?
Several times.
Oh,
I have a very strong belief in Allah Almighty, so that was my only strength and my support throughout. Like you cannot even have a knife when you're traveling in abroad. So I had nothing with me, but just that strong belief. But there was a lot of points where I was like, oh, where I am, like hundreds of kilometers, no one is there. There is storm. snow hails and road is
And
blocked,
sometimes no
something.
connection, to be honest.
No, no connection.
Oh,
I
wow.
remember there was when I planned to go from Greece to Bulgaria. I put stuff on my cell phone, the navigation. It was taking me from highway, but when I reached, it was blocked, and there was a board diversion, and it took me to off rack, and no signal. 3 hours it took me just to cover that mountain, and I was like, where I'm going with all this luggage in an unknown mountain? Will be able to reach Bulgaria? So that was the thing. Like, yeah, it was unbelievable. I was panicking, but eventually I made it. And similar in Pakistan as well, when I faced my first accident here near Nawabshah, I was on the road, and yeah, it was scary for me to even think what's happening. No woman in my surrounding, 50 men in my surrounding, and thinking, will be able to make it to Lahore or not?
And
So
you did.
I did. I had a lot of internal injuries, but I said I need to complete, at least finish it. So I still managed to regain my energy and finish it.
And, speaking of bikes, it's not the safest mode of transport, to be honest. So I'm pretty sure this was not the only time you had any injury. Accidents are pretty common, which is why, ladies and gentlemen, you should always be very wary of, first of all, your surroundings, where to take out your bike, and then your safety, helmet and everything. Did it ever, put you down that, Afshan, I really have to leave doing this because I keep breaking my bones?
There is a sense of that always. Like, there is a danger sense when you are on the road. But I always have full kit all the time, like proper gear. And I think that always saved me. I never had like a bone injury because I
Okay,
have
thank
a
God.
proper gear with me, not just a helmet, like trouser, boots, gloves, jacket, which even in this heat I'm still wearing when I'm riding. Everybody just look me around what she is doing, and I said, this is your life, this is your safety. It's not just a helmet which you need to travel with. So yes, there is moments where I was a little bit nervous in between, but there was my focus, because I need to overcome that to show my women in Pakistan and globally that it's still achievable. I remember when I was offline for one day near Nawabshah, every woman was calling me. People were calling me where she is.
So it's a solid community.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Globally, there is a big, massive community. They all were following me. I go and attend events where we have 55,000 bikers. So in Pakistan, the ratio is less, but it's an upcoming biking community here as well. And I was shocked when I reached Pakistan. There was bikers who was receiving me, like coming on the GT roads. I don't even know them, and they were having like flower petals, and also different things. Like, there was one dhol in Bahawalpur. They were
That's so
dancing for me,
sweet.
and I was like,
Yeah.
"What's happening here?" I was not expecting this type of response from Pakistan, but I am blessed. I'm blessed that that I didn't quit in Bulgaria, and I still plan to come and finish this part. To at least, my mission was to meet the woman biker, and I think I achieved more than that.
Of course. And we have to come to, what you really want to accomplish with it. But, a few years ago, and this is like not so long ago, really few years ago, there you would see women on bikes, but out of necessity. So that is a different thing. Now I feel like even on the expressway or the roads over here, the ratio has really increased. There's women on scooters and bikes. Absolutely love it. All for it. Even I think with the advent of now electronic vehicles in Pakistan, I was reading somewhere that about 70% of EV users are women in Pakistan. So after that, more bikers came into the community, like you're talking about. So that's amazing. But a hard question, rather. You have a family now, and of course, like by nature, that becomes your primary, priority. What are you trying to achieve with this world tours?
I think this is like a footstep for a lot of women bikers in Pakistan and globally, not just Pakistan, like, for example, Afghanistan, Iran, other countries, because I saw women bikers abroad, how they are living their life, how they are traveling, and why this is missing in my country. I still remember when I was taking out my flag and showing it around, the proud feeling. I think that's still missing for my women. I need them to be on road. I want my daughter to travel and make her decisions. I think this is like a freedom. Like, you are on your road, you plan, you can stop anywhere, you can buy anything. So this is like my me time and my freedom. And I think I am just imagining when I will finish, a lot of women bikers will be riding globally from Pakistan and abroad.
So can we expect you to then lead as a tour guide, like a world tour for ladies?
Yeah, why not? I'm already doing that.
Okay.
When I was in Pakistan, my house was always open for women bikers and men bikers as well. They always come and stay with me now in UK as well. And I'm inspiring more women in Pakistan to do the same thing and learn from them and leave Pakistan and travel, because I see we all are like ping ponging within Pakistan, and we have so beautiful countries in our neighborhood where we can very easily travel. So I think that push was needed. And we are in 2026. So I thought I should be doing it now rather than waiting further years.
Right. And like you said, it has already been happening in Pakistan. You know, I see women bikers take their bike all the way to the north alone. So
Yeah.
impressive and so inspiring, to be honest. But Afshan, now that you have seen the world also and the local side of it also, do you think there's some of social mobilization that needs to be done so that not only you're empowering women to bike, but the community to receive it also?
I think that is much needed here. I still experience that when I was on the road in Pakistan. That thing I think need time, but awareness from within the society and within the homes as well. And I saw government is doing good initiative. For example, in Punjab, I saw even for the safety of the bikers. But other than that, I think that thing is still missing and need acceptance for the women to ride a motorbike, not just for for work or stuff, but to travel as well.
Yeah. So I think in terms of education, when people are aware of this phenomena, I'd rather say, they
Yes.
would be more open to it. And then the women bikers will definitely feel safe in the environment. And,
Yes.
they wouldn't have to think twice before taking this step. Absolutely amazing. It's really interesting for me because how freedom can be so different for different people. If I were to ask, people in the studio right now what freedom means to them, I think it would be different for everyone. So it's really interesting to see how freedom for you is your bike. So I want to ask on a daily basis, if you don't have any trips planned, so in your normal life, are you, because you said it's also your me time, so are you ever like, oh, I'm feeling so low, I'm just going to go take a ride?
Yes, a lot of time. And also I have a garage. Now I'm learning mechanics. So
Oh,
my motorcycle garage is my also me time. When I get
nice.
bored in house, I don't watch TV. I just go there and start fixing things and learning mechanics. So this is definitely my me time. And this is not tiring for me. I always enjoy when I'm on the road. And also I'm a really early riser. I woke up at 4 and at 5 I'm on the road. So I love to see the sunrise when there is moon and it's going away and sun is coming. So I enjoy that as well. So yeah, it's different for me. I
Can
always
it
yeah, do
get
it.
lonely on the road?
Yes, a lot of time, but I think I have a very nice connection with nature whenever I see mountains. I still remember there was a moment when I was going from Bursa to Ankara in Turkey. There was an eagle who came just in eye level to me and then go away. And there was no other birds, nothing, and all mountains.
That's
So
surreal.
things like that. It's like touching. I always observe, be in nature, and enjoy that moment. But I now there's a woman biker in Karachi who sing a song for me when
Oh.
I reached. So that song is very touching for me. And yeah, I'm not really into movies or into a lot of social stuff, but more into nature and other way around.
That's pretty cool. I mean, did you ever, probably because of the society or the culture or I don't know, like your responsibilities as a mother or as a wife or so many other things come into consideration. Did something ever push you so close to quitting?
I think yes. There was moments definitely because I am Pakistani. We have the same family system, same culture, and to be a rebel needs a lot of down moments as well,
Yeah.
a lot of fight as well, and to convince people, which is not like this in abroad when you live in different countries. But still, I'm living there, and still I'm facing that.
Oh.
Still now, so there are moments, but again my mission and cause is bigger than that. I always think when I have a down moment that, might be my this journey will make one woman life change and she will be coming on the road with a motorbike or with a cycle or something else. So why not now? So yes.
I want you to think of, I'm going to give you one or two scenarios, and I want you to think of them. If you have been in them or if you were in them, what would you do? So, for example, you're in the middle of nowhere with no internet and no cash. Did it happen ever?
Um, yes, and I think it happened in Pakistan with me.
And what did you do?
So the interesting thing was that my cell phone, I didn't know there is a PTA thing. You need to get your cell phone registered.
Girl, yes.
Yes. So my SIM and internet goes off. I was in Sindh and coming to Punjab, and I was actually stopping and asking people, and I didn't have cash because I thought my card will work everywhere, like it was working everywhere in the rest part of the world. But then the people, oh my god, they help me. I stop, I ask, they tell me the direction. I read the boards. I open Google Map, just see where I am, so you can still see like which city I am and see the map direction. I was not carrying paper map for this trip. And then again, when my tire puncture, one guy actually paid for my tire puncture repair
That's
here
so
in.
sweet.
So yeah, things like that. I mean, things work eventually. And I think when I see some traveler in need, I always stop and help. And I think this is karma, you can say. Whenever I'm traveling, people always come from nowhere to help me.
No,
So
definitely.
it happened with me, and it's very normal to happen that sometime your cell charger, like your battery, you can run out of your battery, you don't have cash, so things can happen. But I always rely on surroundings and try to flow with
And
go
the
with the flow.
universe sends help your
Yes,
way.
yes, always,
That's
always.
pretty cool. Did it ever happen, or what would you do if it did happen, that again, in the middle of nowhere or an unknown city, your brakes broke down?
Brakes. Oh, okay. Yes. Again, so I switched my motorbike here in Pakistan, and I'm more used to the ABS system of motorbike. So the motorbike now I have here doesn't have the same braking system. And I was actually learning, and I learned even to stop with the gear system, but it was not working.
Oh.
So I learned to release the speed and slow down and then stop. So things can happen, and also things like your bike fuse can go off and stuff like that. So that's why I'm learning mechanics to make sure I can fix smaller things and resume my journey.
Right. So, because I'm assuming if you are a biker who goes on longer journeys, then you must be aware of how to fix all these things, right? Or you must be self sufficient to actually do something. What if there's no help on the way?
Yes, a little bit of things. So, being a Pakistani woman, we nobody teach us these things since we are born. But I'm glad I have a really nice biking community in UK who were actually teaching me. I was actually doing trips to meet women bikers in UK so they can teach me how they travel. Like for example, small thing like they are taking care earplugs with them. Because with a lot of riding like this big journey, you can lose your hearing. So that is
Oh.
people don't even know here, and it was shocking for me as well. So they were teaching me like very small things, which was really helpful for me. But I'm still a learner. I will not say I'm like a pro biker or a mechanic, but this is my mission to learn everything myself. So that when I'm so my motorbike is a new one, so that's why it was handy. I was just taking care of lube of the chain and the tire and stuff. But if something happened with the engine, I don't know. So I need to learn those
Yeah.
things as well.
Nice. So it's a good thing that you already know that you need to learn those
Oh,
things so
yeah.
that you're self sufficient. Now, I want to, because you have crossed some borders now, like you said, on a Pakistani passport. First of all, it makes me so, so proud that you did that. What was so far the difficult most border?
You will be shocked that everybody was so polite with me in all the borders. And when they see Pakistani passport and they see I'm a woman, their facial expression is changed, and they are very happy and they just let me go. They don't even check my bike or anything. Nobody check anything. They just saw my passport. They saw me. They saw my bike. I'm going to Pakistan. I'm Pakistani and a woman. So they were really, really happy. I was just a little bit hesitant of Iran, what will happen when I reach, but I didn't get chance. But I was very optimistic about that as well. But throughout my journey, I didn't face any hurdle on the border. Border crossing.
Okay. So I hope same thing happens next also. But what is your next tour or the second leg of the world tour looking like?
So my bike is in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the situation to calm down, and I'm planning to travel the Iran and the Middle East part towards Saudi Arabia. And once that's done, I will resume my journey from India onwards.
Okay.
So that's because I want to do like round the world to make like a circle, but it will be in patches because I have a family, I have a work, so
Of
I need to
course.
make sure to do it slowly, and also create content and guidance for the rest of the
Is
women.
there a realistic deadline that you have given to yourself for this world tour?
No.
Okay.
I met bikers who even did world tour in 8 years, 9 years.
Okay.
So
Fair
they
enough.
travel, they even work there. Like they work in different countries, they earn and then they travel. So
Mm.
it depends. And I have a family, so I'm thinking going back, earn, save, and then resume. So
Hmm.
things like that. Everybody is different to do this. Yeah.
Right. Just towards the end, you mentioned that, of course, you really have to be light with packing also because it's one bike and like so many days. So I'm assuming that so far you have mastered the art of light packing. I am unable to do so. On a 2 day visit somewhere, I need 2 suitcases. I know. I'm working on it. But what would be, let's say, 3 or 5 of the most essential things that need to be in a biker's bag?
First is the basic toolkit for your motorbike, and then inflator for the tire, first aid kit. These are like without this, you should never travel, and your safety gear, obviously, the helmet and stuff. And then after that, my clothing was really small. Like I just have 2 t-shirts throughout my journey, and couple of leggings and stuff like that, one sleeping suit. And I also have my camping things and really lightweight. So I selected the tents, which is waterproof and which will be usable in every weather, and my sleeping bag and mat and everything like that. And also I'm carrying cooking stuff, so if I'm stuck in somewhere where nobody is there, I should be able to cook and eat. And one more thing, I was carrying satellite phone as well with me,
Okay.
and a tracker, so my family
Is
will
is
know.
it the one where you like?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I was carrying that with me. And you just need to have like a subscription so you can send messages, your location. You can press SOS if you face any accident in any country. The nearby emergency department will immediately come to you and rescue you. So I was carrying that as well with me. And my family was actually tracking me where I am. For example, when they saw I was near Syria border, they all were panicking. Gul is going towards Iran.
Yeah.
And on the news, everybody was frightened what's happening. So things like that. Yes, these are like basic things you should have to travel on solo trip.
And speaking of some of the non-obvious things, let's be very realistic here. Of course, like it sounds courageous, adventurous. Like just listening to you, I'm so inspired to do it. But realistically speaking, you need somewhere to eventually, after a few days, to do your laundry. You need your showers, you need to take care of, your personal hygiene also, generally speaking, also. I need a bathroom to myself early in the morning also.
Yes.
Coffee, XYZ, just basic stuff. Is that a part of your routine when you're on the road?
Yes, it is. I make
How?
sure.
How?
So I always, for example, if I found my next host, I always ask them like, I need to do my laundry, and they will say, "Oh, bring your clothes, we will do it." And I make sure if it's gonna dry in one day or not, if I'm gonna stay one day or not. And also, you can find local laundry stores as well in abroad where you can do quickly laundry. And also, I pre-plan everything like these type of things, taking bath and taking care of my hairs and my skin, having sunblock and all that stuff. I was also thinking about that and carrying the specific products for that as well.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of research and planning to make sure I'm okay on the road.
Right. So it's not like you can just take your bike and go. I mean, there's, of course, a lot of.
And also hydration, because people don't think about having proper water intake when they are traveling. So make sure you have proper hydration, proper stops, rest stops as well when you're traveling that long.
But what happens if it's like a really unfortunate day and you're in the middle of somewhere with no water or food left?
I always carry extra with me.
Okay.
I always have for 2 weeks. So if I have an accident, if I'm somewhere in the valley, I need food. So I always have that. I have spare power banks and stuff like that as well. I have connection on my motorbike where I can recharge my stuff. And also I never use my cell phone for navigation, because if I'm in accident or somebody try to steal my motorbike, my cell phone is always with me. So I have
Okay.
separate navigation device. So I studied a lot, like how I should be traveling, what type of circumstances I will be facing on the road when I will be alone. So that's why it took 5 months to plan this just leg one.
And I think that's a life hack for lady bikers out there also, that if you're traveling, not to, display your phone or use
Never.
your phone, always keep it with you, because then you're not left with any option to communicate. So yeah, towards the end, an advice, first of all, from you to all the Pakistani, especially Pakistani women bikers, and then some suggestions from your side to the government or the tourism department so that it gets easy.
So the women's is that not just dream or think, do it and don't wait. And don't wait for anyone to support you. So just earn, save, and travel. That's what I'm trying to promote here as well, that I save a lot just for my traveling. So save and travel. And for government, I think one of the biggest hurdle for the biker or traveler community in Pakistan is Khanet the Passage. It's like a visa for your vehicle, and it's really, really difficult to get on a Pakistani passport in Pakistan on a Pakistani vehicle. And coming from abroad, it was so easy from getting it from any part of the world. So I think if government try to, smooth that down or have some initiative to help at least women bikers to travel, I think that's going to be a big, big change globally to see women bikers or other travelers on cars, on scooties, going here and there in rest part of the world.
Perfect. Thank you so much for being with us, Guliafshan Tariq. I would like to have you back again when the entire world tour is completed. Of course, we wish Guliafshan to be back with Nikki, her very favorite partner, her bike very soon, which right now happens to be in Bulgaria. Until the next time, take care. I will see you next week in the chat room with Shizza.